Do. Thursday night time, Benjamin. Let me just reach over and grab
The Lucky Dips.
the Lucky Dips. G'day, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday night Lucky Dips. Glenn and Ben here from Good Movie Monday podcast. Go back, have a listen to Monday's episode. We talked about dinosaur films. Quite an interesting episode because there's not a lot of dinosaur films that we love. So
It's a tough genre.
slim pickings. Tuesday night also we did a video review / reaction to Beast. So go and check that out too. And you can find us on TikTok and all that. But we're gonna dive into this. You can go first, my friend, and we're gonna talk about whatever movie you pull out. He's found Skittles, and I'm glad he found a green one because I hate the green ones.
Fantasia.
Okay, no, we can talk about Fantasia for a moment. Like that's
I
the
just want another Skittle.
what's it? The tagline for Fantasia.
Oh,
What was it?
another
It
green
was hear the images, see the music, something like that. I think it was the tagline.
I never
for
liked
it.
Fantasia.
Fantasia is the movie that kids hate. Like it's the Disney movie that bores the shit out of you if you're a kid. And yes, I'm trying to fish for a couple of Skittles as well. Putting them in the Lucky Dip is probably not the best thing. There we go. All right, we can move on because Fantasia. It's wonderful to look at. It's wonderful to listen to, but it's wanky.
Yeah.
Would you just rather sit here and eat for 15 minutes?
Could we just do that? Mukbang?
Because there's going to be a lot of that. What are you doing? You're just like checking your emails?
I'm looking at how many carbs are in the Skittle.
And how many he can possibly have within the course of a short video. Always.
Oh, the Richard Dreyfuss movie.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg directed remake of A Guy Named Joe. Which, who was in that? That was definitely Audrey Hepburn. Because she's in the remake.
Is it William Holden? I can't remember.
Might have been. I like the original, but I really, really have a soft spot for the Spielberg remake. It's quite different to the original.
My thing was, what I kind of didn't like about it was that the Richard Dreyfuss character, he's so good at being an asshole, but he's such an asshole. Like, I know it's all about his redemption and, finally putting her first and stuff like that, but...
you know what? Like, it's funny you say that. I actually do think this is, for me...
Spencer Tracy and Irene Dunn.
For me, this is one of Richard Dreyfuss's last hurrahs. Like, I do like him in this, but he is an asshole. But he's also a charismatic asshole. Like, he's likable at the same time as being, like, really dislikable. John Goodman's in it. He's fantastic. And look, it's a weepy movie too. That the story goes, he dies. He's a firefighter that puts out. He's like a pilot that puts out forest fires.
Yeah,
he dies. And
it was like that. Was that not Barry Bosworth movie, Fire Jumper or whatever it is?
But he doesn't realize he's dead at first.
Yeah,
and then when he does, he's told by like an angel played by Audrey Hepburn that he can't ascend to heaven until he lets go and gives his former wife or girlfriend permission to move on.
Yeah.
And he can't do that. But, obviously the way a story goes in the Spielberg movie, he will eventually get to that point. But that moment he lets her go gets me every time.
Yeah.
It is such a potent... It's a light, fluffy movie, but that moment is just so full on for me. Love it. Good movie.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I think VHS was the last time I saw that film.
Yeah, no, I do. Oh, I love Richard Dreyfuss when he was good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still good, but when he was in his heyday, and I think that was right at the end.
Yeah.
He's made a couple of great things since, but back then everything was good.
Well, maybe it's Bob Rumson in Dave. He's great. No, sorry, not Dave. He's Bob Rumson in The American President, which is the kind of precursor to
Easy
the
to
West
confuse
Wing.
those two.
Yeah.
Totally. Go next. Isn't that Rolf de Heer movie, the man that read love stories?
Yeah. And the old man and all of those kind of the classic Streets of Fire.
Streets of Fire.
Yeah. What a fantastic film.
Walter Hill directed it. Willem Dafoe,
Michael Paré, Amy Madigan,
Deborah Van Valkenburg.
Yeah. Diane Lane. Did you say that already?
Played Ellen. It was
Rick Moranis as the
manager. It is a rock and roll odyssey. It is glorious. It is and the finale is one of the most rock and roll finales of all time.
Yeah, and the soundtrack is ridiculously kick-ass.
There's a movie that's set on sound stages, and and the streets are always wet, and it just everything reflects off the roads, and it's colourful. It's just wonderful slice of the 80s.
Yeah, love it. Can't speak highly enough of it. It's one of those movies that when I first watched it, I thought, what took me so long to watch this? Because it's great.
You know what I'm not going to say, right?
The Albert Pune sequel.
You said it for me, mate.
Yeah.
Road to Hell.
With
The Return of Cody.
Yeah.
Michael Paré.
Michael Paré returns. And
Deborah Van Valkenburg returns.
And was it Claire Kramer? Doesn't she turn up in it? I don't know what that means, Glenn.
Heart palpitation.
Right.
She gets him out. Seen them on the big screen.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, so this is one that Ben would have put in there a while ago. I don't even know what this movie is. Please explain.
Telephone.
I've never seen it, never heard of it.
It's a Charles Bronson movie.
Wow, I'm disappointed in myself.
I'm just going to read the... Oh, that's right. It's great. It's really good. I forgot what it was.
So these skills are dangerous, man.
Charles Bronson is a...
Bad for the microphone, too.
Yeah. Charles Bronson is a KGB agent.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of like he trains like sleeper agents.
Mm-hmm.
But then he ends up getting sent on a mission to America, but he kind of... You know, he's partnered with a sleeper agent. He's like a state hero, but there's something, you know, he doesn't hold the Politburo in as much respect as they want. So he's kind of like a threat. So they basically send him over there to assassinate someone, and he has to reactivate activate a sleeper agent who's going to help him on the mission.
Right.
And the whole plan is that they're kind of, you know, maybe or maybe not, they're going to try and bump him off at the end. But he kind of, you know, in true Charlie Bronson style, turns the tables. I think is it another Sidney J. Fury? It's Don Siegel. Even better than Sidney J. Fury. It's a Don Siegel film.
All the more reason why I'm disappointed I haven't heard of it. But firstly, excellent recall, by the way. Like, just thinking of all that. Secondly,
I looked it up on the...
Is there a telephone in there?
It's spelled with an F. There's a telephone. And that's... Oh, no, that's right. That's how they activate the sleeper agents.
Through a telephone?
Yeah, that's right. I remember now. It's the sleeper agents are going insane. And the thing is, to activate the sleeper agents to commit the thing, they would receive a phone call from their handler who would say a particular code word, and then that would activate them. But someone has figured out what the code word is or whatever, and is activating all these random sleeper agents that Charles Bronson has kind of helped put in place, and so he's got to go and try and sort it out.
Right.
That's right.
See, the whole time you were talking, I was just thinking up a new movie in my head.
Yeah.
I want to write a new movie called Telephone.
Telephone?
Or Telephone.
Donald Pleasance is it?
Telephone. And it's like a live telethon, but there's like a terrorist situation going on live on the air at the telethon, and they've got to reach a certain amount of money. You know, it's writing as I go, so like, I haven't got a conclusive sort of a
giving it away
finale. But I'm just thinking, what would you do? Like, they've got to reach $10 million or else. So it's like Speed, but at a telethon.
Yeah, right.
So call in and like donate, right? I mean,
or everybody dies.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think of it, because then you got the billionaires that could easily just go, okay, like, we'll get you there. Yeah. It's got to be something unattainable. It's like taking a Pelham 123 mixed with Money Monster mixed with VHF. UHF, I should say.
Can't wait to see it in cinemas, Glenn.
Now you've seen how my brain works. Oh, did you go then, or was it me? No, I went because I pulled out telephone.
Yeah. But I ended up talking about it, which was why I thought it was your turn.
Well, I hadn't heard of it. But now we've got a whole new movie, so thanks.
Running on Empty.
Oh,
USA.
Take your pick. Oh, USA. Did I put that in there and put brackets?
Yeah.
Just so you don't instinctively go to the Aussie one.
The Aussie one.
This is the River Phoenix one with where his family are
I've never seen it.
they're
yeah.
like domestic terrorists, I think, or they're spies, one or the other, and they're living in exile. Or
Oh, that's right. It's
Sidney Pollack, is he directed it?
yeah, and it's who's the dad is
He's a
Jeff Goldblum's dad in Independence Day.
Yes. He's always sort of. Usually, he's kind of goofy in other things,
Yeah.
but in this, he's not. Yes,
I can't think of his
you're
name.
spot on. I wouldn't know his name either.
He's great. He's also in that TV series with the guy who played Hornblower.
Yeah.
Where he's the antiques dealer / coroner.
Yeah.
Who keeps every time he dies, he wakes up in the Hudson River.
So this is but running on
Emil. No, it's Judd Hirsch.
Is that his name?
Judd Hirsch.
Judd sounds right. I didn't know his surname. But,
and who's the wife? Jo Beth Williams.
I think so.
There he is, Judd Hirsch.
That's certainly him. Is he still alive?
Yep. According to this.
We should get him on the show.
Yeah. What else is he doing?
Exactly. He's probably doing Broadway.
Very possible. Him and who's the guy who plays he's Jeff Goldblum's boss
Everything's Jeff Goldblum this.
in Independence Day. You know that guy? I'm gonna call my mother. Call my therapist.
Oh, he's dead
Forget
now.
my therapist.
He's dead now.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, the guy from the Birdcage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
no,
running on
it's
empty.
Christine Lardy, much better than Jo Beth Williams.
Running on empty. It was that time where River Phoenix was.
Call my mother. That's my favorite impression I've ever done.
Imagine him.
Call my therapist.
Surely,
Screw my therapist.
Surely he was on Gilbert Gotthree's podcast. Can you imagine that conversation?
been great.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Right, fuck it. We're not talking about that movie. So there you go. What did you pick?
Oh, I'm looking at Independence Day because I want to find out what that guy's name is.
Ben just pulled out Quick and the Dead.
Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi's Quick and the Dead. That was it Russell Crowe's first American film?
Yeah.
I think so.
Harvey Fierstein.
Yeah, totally. That's the
My favorite story about Quick and the Dead is Russell Crowe talking about how Sharon Stone invited him to a soup kitchen for it was like a 4th of July or something like that. They were helping the homeless people,
Yep.
and the celebrities would come and work in the soup kitchen, and Russell's there bussing tables, working away. Said the minute the cameras left, so too did Sharon Stone. And he's just like, they just left him there. He's just like, all right. Just working away.
I do find her to be quite a fake type of celebrity. But anyway, Quick and Dead also had Leonardo DiCaprio. It had Gene Hackman. Like, this was
Lance Henriksen.
I remember there wasn't a lot of respect for this film when it came out, but I reckon in retrospect it's a very respectable film.
It's a great Western.
It's a very one set piece kind of.
And it has that they rip off in Street Fighter. You know, there's that great bit in Street Fighter where Raul Julia is like, the day Bison came into your life, it changed everything. For Bison, it was a Tuesday, and that Gene Hackman does that whole thing because he's the whole kind of thing in that is that when Sharon Stone was a little girl, Gene Hackman killed her father.
Yep.
And she's out for revenge. And his whole thing is that for me, it was a Wednesday.
So I'm wondering, is that? I mean, what came first?
The chicken or the
Street
egg?
Fighter?
I would think Quick and the Dead came before Street Fighter, but I could be wrong.
I was going to say because is the original iteration of that joke a reference to another movie? Like, are they both taking?
Are they both taking it from somewhere else?
something else?
Probably, or from a book.
It's like once again everything comes
Or a
back
Vogue
to everything
article.
comes back to Weird Al's UHF because you got that scene. Remember the Rails Animal Kingdom, and he's like, "I've got your porcupines, I've got your parrots, I've got your badgers, badgers. We don't need those stinking badgers." Great moment in what's that one? That's the treasure of the Sierra Leone or what was that?
I just remember it from Three Amigos.
What's that?
We burned the hedges.
Would you say we have a plethora? Yes, El Guapo. What is a plethora? I don't know, El Guapo. Then why would you say we have a plethora?
Such a fantastic.
It's
film.
great. All right, that'll do it. I'm done.
All right, me too.
See ya.